And here we go from L.A. Blake Corum now to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. So the Rams offense getting out there for their opening drive of the game. It's a 17-year pro steering this ship, Brock, an active leader in basically every passing category and continuing to try and build that Hall of Fame case. Matthew Stafford.
Stafford just continues to fight off injuries, and he continues to battle Father Time. And it is remarkable. There's a lot of quarterbacks as we see him age. We see the arm fall apart. We see the wear in the tear and the velocity disappear. You're just not seeing that with Stafford. You can question how long the journey may continue, but you cannot question how productive he is when he's on that field.
That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. Second down. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up third down.
Brings up third down and 11.
Here he goes, third and long. He finds Adams, complete. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
And the Rams, first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Play action now for Stafford. Connects with Adams again. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
A gain of 20.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Here's first and 10 from the 34. Straight ahead with Williams. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Shotgun snap to Stafford. Finds his back, Kyron Williams. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Third down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable in an incomplete.
All right, they're going for this. I like this being aggressive from the get-go on their opening drive. Going for it, it's Williams. It's on the turf, ball's out, he lost it. Oh, and he scrambles to get back on top of that. They keep possession, and they pick up the first down.
You know what? Everybody on the field is going to make mistakes. The key is to clean that up as quickly as he can. Ball carrier loses possession, but he doesn't panic and lose composure. Instead, well, he hops on the ball and he saves the day.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Now Stafford to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's hit and sent out right along that line of scrimmage. So no gain on first down.
He's knocked out.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can you get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
On the play fake, here's Stafford. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. That's gonna leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
I think those big old boxing gloves might have made a better catch and a better call than receiver gloves right there for that one. It is going to be a fight to hang on the ball, and we just saw physicality personified.
They put Adams in motion left. Throwing is Stafford on 3rd. And he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams finish up an excellent opening series. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The second drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or can they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
That one right down the middle. And the Rams will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Seahawks, nothing.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. He fields it from the 8. Escapes the defender. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. So out come the Seahawks for their first offensive possession. And bringing them out to one of the league's best stories from last season, wasn't he? A former number 3 overall pick, coming off that career-defining year, Sam Darnold.
If we had asked Sam Darnold, coming out of USC as the 3rd overall pick in the draft, to write the story of his career, I don't think he would have written some of these chapters. But in the end, it makes you tougher. It makes you grittier. And playing quarterback in the NFL is a lot about that. Your ability to just withstand adversity and to continue to get up time after time after time. And Sam Darnold has shown that kind of perseverance.
I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. He won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing 3rd down to begin this ball game.
Hey, I know 3rd and 1 feels like an automatic running down, but after seeing that last play yield you nothing, this offense and that coordinator's got a seed of doubt. This defense playing some mind games with them.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain. Give him 3 on that gain. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Well, a tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
First down, ball at the 36. Running back sent in motion. Throwing on 1st. Here's Darnold. Downfield, that finds Shaheed. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 26. And it sets up Seattle with first down. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
He puts some juice on it. He's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks finish off their opening drive. Jackson Smith and Jigba with a touchdown. finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Now it's Jason Myers on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Seahawks start off well to tie things 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Corum now on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Rams ready for this one. Here's 1st and 10. Stafford back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter.
Stafford's pass complete to number 17.
A quarter down, 3 more to go for these NFC West opponents. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. We'll return to Inglewood in just a moment. Time for the second quarter of play. It's Rams football. They're looking at 2nd and 3. Up the gut they go with Williams. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. That one gains 7. And the Rams are going to have a first down.
Rams, first down. 1st and 10.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he gets him around 6 there. Tackle made by Ernest Jones.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Another run for Williams. A lot of space ahead. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. They get 22 on that run. And it brings up an LA first down.
Kate, that's the type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course. You've got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone on the perimeter blocking to get a big run like that.
Completed to his running back. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
Just give this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when, just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Stafford. Short pass brought in. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Puka Nacua, the target on that throw. So it's second down coming up.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Stafford's going to throw once more. Completed over the middle. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
That's good for our Rams. First down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Williams. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
He was taken down behind
Ooh,
the
talk
line of
about a
scrimmage.
bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Give to Corum from the gun. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams take a second quarter lead. It's a Blake Corum touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
That one splits the uprights. And the Rams break that tie and now lead by 7.
Seahawks 7.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Here's a return from the 7. Good work so far. He's got room. And he's going to reach that 34-yard line before he stopped. The Seahawks and Sam Darnold heading out for their next shot on offense. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
First play of the drive. Here's Walker. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
We're at the 2-minute warning now from SoFi. It's the Seahawks, who have 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Well, he's been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
Now, I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right? And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
Darnold with it on 3rd and short. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
And it's 3 and out.
Fourth down punt from the Seahawks, and that means we're going to see Michael Dixon head on to send it skyward. Fair catch, but we can see both a flag and a punter on the ground. Let's see if this is a call for 5 or 15 yards. A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going.
Automatic first down.
This drive should have been over, partner, but running into the punter gives them new life and this first down. Play fake, Darnold. He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. From the gun, Darnold. Rose caught. Picked up by the Rams! And they can't call the return together, but they do have the football. They've got it on their side of the field.
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a first down on second down. You're trying to create a manageable third down, but I'll tell you what you're not trying to do, ever, is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
Now LA getting its offense all set to go. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. First and 10. They're going to throw now, following the turnover. Finds him over the middle. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
Offense is set. This is second and 2. Stafford from the gun. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Rams are going to have a first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
On first down, here's Stafford. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
So still 10 to go on second from the 33-yard line. Stafford throwing again. And again an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be third down.
Third down and 10.
Kid, I'm just kind of laughing because I could feel the armchair quarterbacks going, I can make that throw. And anybody who's actually made those throws says you have no idea what it feels like with everybody breathing down your neck. That play's got to be right, timed up right, and it certainly wasn't.
Now Stafford again. Finds the in route complete. Great job rallying to the football. They get him down right at the marker. Fourth down.
A 10-yard gain.
The Seahawks calling for a timeout. So they're first to 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. On comes Joshua Carty and the Rams field goal unit to try it on fourth down. This from 40 on the right hand. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that'll push it to double digits in a two-possession game.
We hear it every single week, Kate, when we talk to these special teams coaches, frankly, the whole team and head coaches, how important just that momentum is coming into break and heading out of break. Well, that was job well done. Mission accomplished to score before the end of half.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. And it didn't look like he was seriously considering a return there, did it? So that touchback going to come out to the 35.
At their own
The Seahawks offense to the field for the final drive of this first half. Not a whole lot of time left for him to put something together here before the break. And even 20 seconds left at their disposal on the final drive of this half. Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. Hauled in by Arroyo on the right side. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Now Seattle going to call it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Throwing here, Darnold. Hits him on the out route. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out. Pick up a 5 on that play. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
First and 10, Darnold. He finds Smith and Jigba right side. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Second and 2.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. And again, it's Darnold. Throwing this for the end zone. And they will not connect. Took his shot there to end the half, but no dice. That's going to take us to the break.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks so much, Scott. Appreciate the update as always. And welcome back, everyone. Third quarter about to get underway. Got a 2-score ball game here as we resume play. Here's Evans set to kick this away. Return coming from the 6. Oh, it's out. Charbonnet lost it on the hit. And they steal it back on the return. Well, partner, those halftime adjustments they had planned on offense. Hold on, let me just crack it open here and throw those right out the window.
That's such a bummer. You do spend those rapid minutes in the halftime locker room getting everybody on the same page. Hey, here we go. Here's our plan. Here's our new script.
Yep.
And instead, that script, well, it's rewritten. And now the defense got to respond.
Williams now on 1st and 10. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
Shotgun snap to Sanford. Hits his running back. And he'll go down here at the 16.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Throw here, 3rd down. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams grow the lead coming out of halftime. So he looks to and finds the big fella, and his tight end takes it in for 6.
Such a reliable weapon down in the red zone. It kind of reminds me like a point guard making an entry pass to that post player. When you trust your big people around you, and when a quarterback trusts his tight end like that, it makes a difference.
Looking to tack on the point after.
For the extra point.
The point after splits the upright. And the Rams take a 3-possession lead.
Seahawks 7.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Seattle offense eager to get back on the field. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. Now Donald off the play action. And the Rams are there, and down he goes. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Never ever a great look when your quarterback's picking himself up a few seconds into a drive. They're going to need a lot more fight on 2nd down and a whole lot of yardage to get this back on track.
So things not looking good after that sack. 15 to go here on 2nd down. Here's Darnold. Has him on a quick hitter. Gets it up to the 35, but this is short. 3rd down coming up.
Well, we saw those guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. That's caught. Here's Arroyo. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
1st down, Seattle.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Now Darnold. Brought in. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
First down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Throwing on first. Here's Darnold. Arroyo on the catch. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
Seahawks.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. They'll give up the gut to Walker. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Out of the gun, here's Darnold. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled for a short gain.
There's no question, Kate, the big plays down the seam or with big tight ends, a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
All right, they need 7 here on 3rd down on what is the 9th play of this drive. They kick the running back in motion. Throwing is Darnold on 3rd down. He's got Smith and Jigba for the catch. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much, but he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
1st and goal. Here's Walker. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4.
He's brought down at the 4-yard.
We'll see them tackle 2nd and goal after the break. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. From the gun, Darnold. No place for him to go here. The Rams rush all over him. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
Touchdown or bust for him here as they set up for 3rd and goal. 3rd and long for him here. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Took his shot at 6 that time. So now they're left with 4th and goal. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. It takes a special quarterback to thread the needle. He couldn't do it.
You know what that's like? That's like passing across your own crease in hockey, Kate. That's a big no-no. When you challenge double coverage in the end zone, and let me tell you, coaches don't really like that either.
And the defense escapes. Had a nice drive going, but the defense gets off the field by forcing that turnover on downs.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
Out come the Rams on offense. Even though they've got a 3-score lead, still a lot of time left, so they're going to try to grow it even further. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
That run right there, that kind of feels like your missed opportunity defensively. Got him backed up, and you played it well enough to contain the run, but you didn't play it well enough to damage the run.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, it's Stafford. Throw reeled in by Whittington. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3, so chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
Stafford from the gun. Got him, man. That's Nakua. And this winds up being an excellent play for him from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
That's caught by Williams. And he's going to be hit, set out after about a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards there.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The 2 were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
On 2nd down, a run with Williams. And he'll fly ahead for a few. It's 3rd down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Here's a nickel look by the Seahawks. 3rd down. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. Trying for the deep ball. To Nakua, but it's intercepted. Reek Woolen with the INT. And the Seahawks get the football back across midfield before going down inside the 45-yard line on the return. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Here's Darnold to throw. Gets everything he has under this one. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Bronk. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, it hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
2nd and 10, Darnold. The throw left side, caught by Smith and Jigba. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks get it back to within 2 possessions. Jackson, Smith and Jigba with a touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Going after up and good for Myers. And the Seahawks cut the lead down to 10.
Seahawks 14.
They recognize the situation they're in now. After that score, they're going to try to get it right back. And the onside kick doesn't pan out. The Rams make the recovery. Well, kind of feels like we're starting to get to that point, Brock.
And what point is that, Kate?
You know, the bold point of the game where you have to try something bold could end up becoming a play that finally sinks them, though.
Yeah, it's time for desperation. Without a defensive stop here, it's really hard to lay out the scenarios for much success. Every second matters now when you don't come up with that onside kick.
The Rams back out on offense as we see Kyron Williams again. And his attention has gone to all of their receivers, Brock. This guy has continued to do damage in the passing game as well. Quite a weapon they've been able to use him as throughout this contest. New set of downs for him at the 38. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. So they're first to 3. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
At the 39-yard line.
Gave away a couple on the first down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12. Stafford back to throw. Completed over the middle. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Now Seattle going to call it second timeout. And with another one gone, they're going to have just one remaining in this game.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
The Seahawks opting for a 5th DB nickel set for this 3rd down play. Back to throw, here's Stafford. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
On comes Joshua Carty and the Rams field goal unit to try it on 4th down. From the right hash, a 49-yard look. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game and really leaves only one remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. And we know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. His return starts at the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Seahawks and Sam Darnold heading out for their next shot on offense. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a walk run. Deep Picks up 5 on that first down run. Brings up second down.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Throwing here, Darnold. Escapes the pocket. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there. And that played good enough for a first.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
It's the 2-minute warning here in L.A. Seahawks down by a very unlucky 13. Walk it on first down. Good hit on the grounds here. That's going to be a 9-yard pickup as it's second down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
First down carry, got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Darnold looking to throw. Put the body on the line for his team. It's a gain of 12 there. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st and 10, gotta score immediately here. Only one timeout left, and that clock winding down. Hits him on the out route.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
Darnold finds him over the middle, and he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play, and the Seahawks will have a first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Offense is set, 1st and 10. And again, it's Darnold. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And now they face 2nd down.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. Now the Seahawks are going to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Coming to the line for their 9th play of the drive. This is 3rd and 3. Looking to throw it. Jump off, caught by his back. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Here's Darnold. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. So make a check in that win column for the Rams. And partner, I know you took down plenty of division rivals in your NFL days. Heck, your conference opponents back in Washington in your college days always makes the win a little bit sweeter when it comes against a rival, doesn't it?
Yeah, there's just a little bit more emotion. There just is.
Yeah.
I mean, you try to keep every game level, and no opponent's bigger than the other, but familiarity does breed a little more